With over 700 days in this world, a lot has changed. And yet there's so much more to do. I've learned a lot, and today I'm going to be building the best build that I think I've ever made. And the first thing I need to do is cover this up so I have a nice platform to work on, since the house is going to encompass this whole area. I've got all my supplies ready that I did in between the episode. Let's head down and make sure that I have enough torches down here. Filling everything in with stone. I'm doing stone first and then the grass layer will come in after because, well, Endermen like to mess things up, don't they? There we go, all the stone done, now onto the grass, but you guys don't want to watch me place a ton of grass, you want to see the house. So let's go straight into build, into the time lapse. Let's go. Welcome back. So there it is, we've finished this house and I am honestly a bit exhausted. It takes quite a bit of energy to put in all these little details, but we got lots of vines everywhere to help add in this overgrown kind of lush house that's very rustic and just a bit worn down from years of use. But this is actually going to be a bakery. So you might not think of it because it doesn't look like a modern bakery with a nice open glass area. But you got to remember, this is medieval times. And yeah, they never had like this open plan. But I hope to add some bakery goods here. And this is where they'll sell them. And inside we have access to our sugarcane farm, which is pretty much our paper, and our bone mill. But there is a problem I need to address, of course, and that's not to do with the interior. It's down here. So we actually have a problem. Well, I have a problem, and I'm not sure what's causing it. But I'm not sure if you noticed, but we have some friends. We have some friends that are hanging out in the farm for free. You know, they're not paying rent. They're not even, they're not doing anything to help us maintain this farm. And the thing is, I don't know where they're spawning. They shouldn't be spawning here because these are all pressure plates. So they can't spawn there. They shouldn't be able to spawn on any of the farm blocks. I don't think they can spawn on the actual sugarcane. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing now. I need to light this up to be sure that they're not spawning here, but they shouldn't because of the pressure plate. See, this is all pressure plated. I don't understand. Yeah, it looks pretty good up here. Like, this is all lit up. I've got torches there. I've even got pressure plates up there to stop the spawning locations, and those are lit up over in that corner. So I don't understand how they're getting in the farm. This is all glass, so it can't spawn here. So I'm confused. Unless I don't get it. Maybe they can spawn on the actual sugarcane. Either way, I'm actually not done with the build. Let's go head out and check that out. Oh, yeah, and I turned everything to vines in here because I needed a whole bunch of vines for the build. So, what am I going to do with this location? It's big, flat, and kind of awkward just being all the same height. We've got our pumpkins and melons here, which are really getting quite full. So, this is a bakery, as I said before, and I think what I'm going to do is make this a nice centralized market area. After all, in the medieval times, bread was the most important thing. You know, that's where the saying comes in, you know, get your daily bread, because for a lot of people, it was their main source of food and calories, essentially. And so it was incredibly important. So every morning in the medieval world, everyone would come here to get their morning bread and to pretty much eat, so they can eat for the day. So it would make sense that a lot of other businesses like the flower people and people that sell pumpkins and melons and all the other fruit and vegetables and meats and whatnot, they would come here because this is where the people are lining up waiting for their bread. So it's a perfect place to sell them other things. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a really cool little market. I just hope I can justify it. As in, like, I can build it good. Maybe I'll do a custom tree. What does a tree have to do with the market? Well, I don't know. It looks good. You need some shade, don't we? We need some shade, don't we? The first thing I need to address is the height. I want to heighten the area and make it more than just one big flat area. So for that, I need dirt and some redstone. Now we need to actually clean up these chests. So I'm dumping the stuff over here. Okay, all taken care of. So all I'm going to be doing is actually extending it up one more. So we just need to place down another dropper. Break our way down here. And then I needed more. Whoops, I need to make 2 more. Okay, problem solved. So just one more up like this, and then this one looking into that one. And that should have it done. So then we just place grass on top of that. Now to tackle a little bit of terraforming to make this place look a little bit better than just a big flat field. And then right into a market stall for the melons and pumpkins. I wanted quite a big one that can really show off that this is one of the most lucrative parts of this market area other than the bakery. And I think it came out really nice. Moving right along, I worked on 2 more little market stalls, a bit smaller this time. And I think I'm going to have them for wheat and something else. I'm not quite sure. And after that, I went straight into texturing and working on this actual market center area, getting it all looking like it's well used and trodden on, and left a nice big open spot for a tree that I'll be doing later. And I just joined up the paths to end. And this is how it's starting to look. I'm really liking this. I think extending some of the markets down this road could really add to this, as well as over here. I'm not sure if I want the roads to join in this location. So I'm going to be working on a tree here, so we can just fill this in with dirt for the most part. I'll just do coarse dirt for now. And I would really like some dirt slabs. Now I know that there are texture packs where you can get them done in with the petrified slabs, but I don't really want to do that. So I think I'm going to stick with doing some of this to help smooth it out a little bit. Okay, before I ramble too much, let's get to this custom tree. And the tree is done, and I've also added a bunch of these lamps again to the road. So harkening back to the last episode, we've got them here. I added a small one over there, and so it continues in this part of the road that leads up to the bakery and market area. I'm quite happy with the tree, and I definitely want to do more of this. I need to put more of that sort of stuff all over the place because this is so nice. I'm very happy with it. I do have a mod that lets me chop, or rather shear, the edges of these vines and stop them growing. And I've got it all over the house. So that's why these vines I can happily place there and not worry about. I want to also point out how I've got a lot of this oak used here to try and convey. This is all boarded up and like needing, being repaired from the stucco. So I've got it over here. We've got it up there with some signs as well. And the most prevalent is here at the back, where I've even got some stone and moss coming into this portion, and where the spruce here of the underlay of the roof is spruce. I've used jungle to kind of show that it's faded and really weather worn, as well as all the deep slate. So this is all normal dark deep slate. On this side we've got cobbled, and it goes into tough and even a little bit of mossy stone. So I'm really trying to show off that this place is old and it's fallen apart a little bit, and they've just repaired it. I'm really a big fan of this kind of rustic, kind of slightly weathered look it's definitely a style that I'm a big fan of, and I find easiest for me to work on. Either way, I'm going to be working on some farms and infrastructure in the next episode. I want to get some more progress going, as well as have an easier time acquiring items for all the cool things I want to build. I want to add some more houses and markets in this area. I want this area to be kind of a bit more dense. This is like the main section of this small village. So I definitely want to, you know, throw in some extra buildings in this area and make it really lived in. Either way, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think of all the builds and if there's any suggestions you would like to see in the video, or rather in the world. Ciao, and I'll see you next time.